us is Nick Jaensch with Everdays. And Nick, you have been very much involved with the creation of this app. What is this app and how does it help people?
That's a great question. So Everdays is an app to help families notify friends and family when a loved one passes away. We just see a big issue with newspapers being a little bit antiquated and costly, and Facebook not always the most appropriate place to post. And for funeral homes, it's a new complementary software that they can offer their client families. So much like they post, kind of say, hey, we just created a new memorial website for you, now we have a new Everdays announcement.
Well, and in fact, it looks like this, right?
Yeah, so this is actually the funeral homes page, and this is what our dashboard looks like to hand off to client families. So the person basically walks in with an already made announcement, and their only job is to share to family and friends.
Okay, and you put one family member or several family members in charge of being the administrator?
Yeah, it's a great question. So a big question that we always get is, does everybody have to have the app? So no, basically just one person. So usually it's whatever family, a lot of times the younger generation takes it on because it's really contact-based and email-based. So we just need one family member to start the announcement, and then they broadcast it to whatever contacts that are important. They can add additional managers that basically have that same broadcast, and then everybody can just use a simple and totally free mobile web version, or if they want to download the app to use additional features like saying that they're going to certain events, participating in our stories feature, they can download the app and do that as well.
Now, is there a way, because we have so many contacts in our cell phones, you don't want to be alerting everybody in your cell phone about a memorial service or a death in the family. How do you control that?
Yeah, so so on average, actually, people invite around 50 people. We have an 85% click-through rate back through, and it's really just our system, the way it's set up. It's really simple just to walk through your contact book. And a lot of the time, we hear from families that we never. It's the thought of we never would have thought of inviting someone, or I never would have remembered to invite my college roommate or whoever, as they kind of go through their book to see who to invite.
Okay, and I think there's a way that you can tell whether somebody has seen the message or not?
Yeah, so a big differentiator. So going back to that Facebook, if I post something, there's a lot of times conflict in families of how could you have posted that before I told X or Y. So a big thing is us, we're super transparent and controlled and private. So I invite, or my sister invites, I know who's received that information, and most importantly, I know actually who's seen it, who's received it, so I know who knows basically about the passing, about the events, so that's really important.
So it helps you reach more people in a
it's funny.
Media.
It's basically kind of the new. So again, newspaper obituaries used to do this because everybody read them, and so contacts are kind of the new way. Text message is the new way that you almost can guarantee that someone's going to see it. Not everybody's on Facebook, especially the older generation. So it's a great way to have the ease of the virality, like the ease of the broadcast, at the same time the control and privacy that nobody else can offer. You can do this with one-off text messages, right? I can go through and invite all 50 people, but it's very tedious and emotionally actually exhausting having to deal with one person at a time. So we try to make that broadcast really easy.
Okay, and better than email, because not everybody's on their email, and you don't know if they've seen it or not. That was a personal experience in my family when my father-in-law died. We missed somebody because we had relied on email, and the guy's shop, the computer was in the shop. So.
So email is hard because it's turned into our spam filters for a lot of stuff. You get your Gap in your email, you get Facebook posts, whatever. And if you're going to do it effectively, or efficiently, in the sense that you're going large, you BCC people, then everyone's reply all. Just a weird mix. So I think we kind of beat that out.
Okay. So Everdays app, we're looking forward to seeing great things.
Yeah, Everdays app. If you're a funeral director, everdays.com, and we have a whole page dedicated just to funeral directors. Thousands of announcements. We're up over 500 funeral homes. Last week, the show just did great for us, so doing great. Got a lot of partners,
but the general public can also download the app.
So for the most part, actually, when we launched, that's a big difference. So we work with funeral homes as our partners, but hundreds of families basically every week download the app and use it completely independently of funeral home partners. So yeah, you can go down and download it completely free. We'll build features where you can follow funeral homes, you can follow your contact book to basically never miss out if somebody relevant either creates a memorial, has a memorial created about them. So yeah, a lot of good stuff. So download it, totally free. Good stuff.
Everdays.
Everdays.com.